Hi self-care planners. So I have something special for you today. I was cleaning up my office and I came across this happy planner that I did when I was first starting out. And so I'm going to give you a little flip through of it. This was the very beginning for me when I started doing decorative planners. Like I've been planning since 1991, but I only started doing decorative planning when I got sick, and then I was bedbound and housebound for years, and I needed to find something that I could do to kind of keep me busy. So, it appears that I was good at writing in everybody's birthdays. I did that at the beginning, and then I quit doing it because I probably was just so tired of doing it. But I didn't write in the planner because it was nice and I didn't want to wreck it. So here's the first day I decided to write in my planner was here, and I used felt pens, and I did not know that felt pens would transfer through to the other side. So then I tried to cover up the bleeding of the felt pens through all this stuff and wrote in it, and didn't like my handwriting, so I wasn't happy. So I was really unhappy that the first time I wrote in my planner, I wrecked it. I felt I wrecked it. And then I did a little more. This is, I think, was on the same sort of week because it's the felt and it went through again and I had to cover it up, right? But I did have some really good things that I learned about my illness, and I wanted to write about what I learned. And I learned that I need to surrender to the fact that I'm chronically ill and I can't push through things. And I learned that my body's not my enemy. So these were like really good breakthroughs. So I am very glad that I wrote them down, even though, I thought I ruined my planner. This other one was just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Like, so for example, I can shower myself, but if I do, I will completely wear myself out and I have the possibility of paralyzing myself shortly after because I'll be so exhausted I literally won't be able to move. So this was a really good tip that somebody gave me about allowing people to help me. Like I have a nurse now who showers me. This is in the beginning when I was just getting sick. It wasn't as bad. It got worse because I didn't practice proper self-care because I was a workaholic and a type A person. So I was just trying to work from home, from my bed, even though I was sick. I was selling jewelry at the time. And anyways, I didn't like my handwriting, but I have some spreads in here that I really liked. And then there was other ones that the most common thing I found in this book is I just started decorating it but not writing in it because I didn't like my writing. And the only way you can like your writing is to practice writing or just to accept it for what it is, right? But I'm going to continue my little flip through of my little stories from my life for you here to get to know me. Anyways, I got a little bit better about taking care of myself, letting people help me, hiring help and having help. And I felt great. And then I did stuff and I crashed. And this was because I was not familiar with what happens with my illness. When I started to feel better, I thought I was better, but nope, it's only you're better because you're taking care of yourself. And if you try to do anything, you crash. So I learned that, which was a really hard lesson that I seem to learn over and over. So it was important, so it went into my planner. And then just back to, let's decorate, but let's not write anything in because we don't want to wreck it. So I hope you're catching my theme here, which is please use your planner. That's why you have it. Don't worry about wrecking it. I still have to remind myself of this. And then another thing was I did a lot of writing. So I printed out some of the things that I had written on my blog, some personal things, and I wanted to include that in my planner so that I would be able to remember without having to go all the way through my blog, which is still up. If that's something you want to snoop around in, you're more than welcome to. And getting to the good stuff was some printables that I had put on my blog with things that I had learned that I thought was really important. And I'm so glad that I have this. I didn't write it in my planner, but at least I typed it out and I included it in my planner so that I could remember. And the most important thing I learned rereading this was how powerful reading this was. I really wish that I write more, because every time I do write, when I look back on it, I either learned something, or I'm really glad that I recorded it, or I'm proud of how much I've changed, if I've grown and something is different. So if you are a writer, I definitely recommend you just kind of silence that critic that says this, you're not good enough to be writing it. It's not something that needs to be recorded. Who's ever going to read it again? So therefore, is it worth writing if nobody's looking at it to read it, right? So, because yes, it is. Because if you have something to say, it's worth recording. So anyways, I didn't do anything in these pages, and then this was kind of the last one. But there was a lot of lessons I had while flipping through this, and I wanted to share them with you. And I hope you found some value in this old planner that I managed to dig up. Have a great day. Bye.